But Monday, it doesn't make it easier.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pouring Takes with Charlie and Rayya. We are at the Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club. Take it away, Charlie.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Pouring Takes podcast. I'm Charlie Van, joined with always my awesome co-host Rayya.
Hey everybody, happy post 4th of July Monday. Did that long weekend kick your ass?
Yep.
It
Dude, I'm
kicked
hurt.
a lot of our asses this weekend.
Charlie's already saying yes, it did.
Charlie's still dead. And with us, our baseball expert, Brandon, who clearly did survive the long weekend.
I did. What it do, everybody?
What it do?
And our producer, the best man in the world, Tanner.
Y'all are very sweet. Very sweet and kind.
You know, you make me look pretty, so that makes you the best.
That's true. It's all me, folks. It's all me. You don't know what this is I'm sitting next to.
Yep, that's true. He has to watch me do my makeup, touch up my lipstick, lip glosses. I always have to do a test shot before we hit record.
It's
So
very important.
Thank you for everything you do for me.
Oh, go team.
Yes.
He's a team player.
So, like Tanner said, we are here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club. And I am the only one with alcohol. Let's go.
A responsible 4th of July weekend.
Rayya knows how to party.
Yeah. Honestly, the rain really harshed my mellow. Like, I went to the pool and it instantly started pouring on Friday. Like, I left you. You and I were together Friday.
That's right.
We had a little visit at Be Home Soon, which I loved, by the way. The place is amazing. The staff is amazing. Thank you for introducing me to one of your spots.
Oh, dude, that place is great. I love it.
I actually met him at Be Home Soon on Thursday.
Oh, so you live there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
I'm
your-
pretty much
that's-
there.
That's your home.
I'm
Be
pretty much
home.
there every day.
It's his local bar.
And there you go.
I had to get the Kapowski belt back. So,
Oh, man. It's that time already.
yeah. Well, I gave it to Tanner to add the little plate on the side on his birthday. So he's had it for about a month. Well,
That's
I got
right.
it
Has
back
it really
on
been a month?
Thursday, and that plate has not been added.
That's true.
So
Boo.
nothing was done.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta cut a whole new piece of leather. The
Yeah.
original leather's all flaking apart because it's not real.
Yeah, and I left it in the Bronco for probably longer than I should have.
You guys.
Hey, it's
hot
your belt. You can
messes.
do what you want with it.
But yeah, after I left Tanner, I was like, I'm going to go to the pool. And then it instantly started raining. And
Yeah,
then
the
didn't
bottom
stop.
fell out of the sky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. It was very uncool, but I'm glad it cleared up in time. I didn't get to see fireworks. I decided to stay with Romo and make sure he was okay because he does not do well with the fireworks sounds. And then Saturday, I was at a cookout. So I did get pool time on Saturday. I went
There
up
you
to
go.
Bedford. Bedford wasn't getting any rain. So I was at Natalie's house, went for a little swim with little Casey. All of the friends there. We had a really great afternoon/evening
There you go.
up there.
There are a few things you have to do on 4th of July weekend. One is you have to go to a pool.
Yep.
Amen.
You have to have a hot dog.
I had many hot dogs.
And you need to see some fireworks.
Yeah, the only box I didn't check was fireworks, unfortunately. But yeah, and then yesterday I just recovered and relaxed, and that's why I'm the only one drinking alcohol right now.
Hey, mine's non-alcoholic, but I put some of my THC in
I was
there.
going to say,
Oh, there you go.
you
You kinda
love
mix
those
it in.
THC drinks.
That's right, man.
You're
I'm trying to
fancy
get
with
the bar
them.
to sell them.
You should, because
That's all.
you were having a good time on Friday.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, you had some of that seltzer? The
Dude,
THC?
I drink them like I did beer, and I have a wonderful time. Yeah. Drinking. I didn't stop. I just changed teams.
There
That's
you go.
right. What about you guys? What did you guys get into this weekend?
So met Tanner on Thursday to get the Kapowski belt back, and then I went and saw Dinosaurs. Pretty good.
Okay.
The new dinosaur
Yeah,
movie.
thoughts?
It's a movie with dinosaurs. So did that on Thursday, and then I checked those boxes. I went to a pool on Friday, had a hot dog. My friend Nicole had a little pool party. No fireworks, but she does have like a mini cannon.
A cannon?
Yeah, like I did not know she had this. I'll show you all a video later. But it is a legit, like 50-pound, I don't know if it's 50, but it's very heavy cannon that you can pack with some gunpowder and shoot
Interesting.
off. And I was like, that is awesome.
Come
Yeah.
and
did
take
not-
it.
Yeah, so that's the closest to fireworks I
Yeah.
got, right? But it was pretty cool.
Does she live
That's
like in
dope.
rural like area?
She lives in Aubrey,
Oh, I know
Yeah,
where
that's
Aubrey
pretty much
is.
rural.
Yeah.
basically Oklahoma.
Go Bearcats.
Nobody knows if that's real or not. Like, if that's truly their nickname.
They're not. That's the Pilot Point Bearcats. They're
Oh.
rivals.
Oh. But,
Salina Bobcats, I think.
Salina. Aubrey. I don't know what Aubrey is, though.
I don't know what Aubrey is.
And then Saturday and Sunday, I did nothing. I just basically chilled at the house. Yeah.
Sounds lovely.
Nice.
Normal
That's a
weekend
good
stuff
weekend,
for this old
man.
man.
I'm a fan. I love chilling
Yeah,
at
I
the
was fine with it. Honestly.
I'll tell you what I didn't do was watch sports, even though I probably should have. There's some really exciting stuff going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loads of exciting stuff, but I really want to know what Charlie did this weekend.
Charlie,
because
what
Oh,
the
he's
hell?
dead.
I got calls. I got texts
Yeah.
all weekend.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Oh yeah, it was 2 pool parties, big
Heck
pool
yeah.
parties
Yeah, boy.
over in the Village, Dallas. We had back-to-back DJs, Bonnie and Clyde on Friday. Saturday was Snake Hips. So yes, it was a party. So you can probably already see some of the footage if you follow my Instagram.
I think I can
Okay.
see it on
Yeah.
your face.
Influencer.
The
This-
aftermath. Anyway.
Also checked out Double Bear.
There
Both
you
Michael
go.
and Brandon were over at the Statler as well. Saw fireworks Friday night, and then Saturday was a whole day.
You've got shows coming up this weekend, don't you?
I sure do. I'm playing on Friday over at Lee Harvey's with Teen Wolves.
The return. When was the last time you did a show with them?
Oh, it's been months.
Months. I thought so. I saw it
Yeah.
pop up on my feed today, and I was like, all right.
Yeah. We're doing big things this weekend. We got a bunch of new songs to try. We're moving away from using recorded tracks because that's so lame. But, you know, without a keyboard player, that makes it an interesting time. So come see us wing some stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
Did you say this was Friday or Saturday?
Did you do this on
Oh.
purpose? Did you say wing it because of my shirt?
I did say wing it because of your shirt.
This is why I love you.
Aw. Oh, I'm Saturday. I'm Saturday night.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Might be.
What time Saturday?
We play at like 9,
9?
9:30.
Well, if anybody wants to do something before then, Charlie and I are participating in Pong for a Cause on Saturday at Four Corners Brewery.
Nice.
Let's raise some money for a good cause and see if Charlie and I can win the whole dang thing.
See if
Oh,
you can
y'all are
take us
competing.
down.
We're competing
yeah,
now.
we are competing.
Oh,
We're not-
I'm excited
we're
for
getting-
that.
We're getting in the mix. We are going to mic ourselves up and see what happens.
Are
Oh,
you
I
going to
love
wear
that.
matching shirts?
I love that.
We don't even have matching shirts.
Yeah, I don't think we do have show shirts.
You need to.
We need to.
Yeah.
Maybe we DIY something.
That's right. We can
That'd be
DIY.
cool. DIY.
Do we wear like Cowboys jerseys?
Ew. Why would we curse ourselves like that?
All right.
Right? Especially if
Matt-
they're blue.
Yeah.
Oh
Stars.
no. We'll have to think about it. We'll think about it. All right. So speaking of winging it, as Tanner so eloquently just said, big news dropping today. When the Fever return in August to play the Dallas Wings, they will be playing at the American Airlines Center. We
All
get
right.
a do-over for the Paige Beckers Caitlin Clark matchup that we were all thirsting and dying for. Like I said on a previous episode, I was really impressed with how Dallas fans and fans from abroad came in, packed the house even without Caitlin Clark playing. So now we get another shot, and this time, you guys, I'm going to get tickets. Tickets go
Oh,
on
let's
sale
go, dude.
Friday.
Let's do a little field trip.
This needs to happen. I need to be in this building. My FOMO was very much out of control, as you guys know. So really excited that they're doing this again for a second time. They're calling it A Night in Dallas Part 2.
There you go.
I'm
Okay.
here. Or not Part 2, the sequel. I said Part 2. But in other news, we saw more action out of the rookies on the Dallas Wings. So they played the Mercury this past Thursday. 3 rookies in double digits with Dejanay Carrington and Enrique on the bench. It was a really, really big win, really unexpected win. And they have a rematch with the Mercury tonight. Same lineup going in. I don't know if you guys are watching or paying attention, but I'm sure you've heard about it, right? At this point, it's been on all the news feeds.
Yeah.
These young rookies that are
Man, the
literally
rookies out
coming out
there
of nowhere.
slapping them.
It's good to see that. It's what we need. We need the future.
Would you say that they've had their ass gotten into?
I think so, but I don't think it's Coach Man Bun.
I think it's each other.
Yeah, I think they're really leaning on each other and saying, you know what, we're going to take control of this thing while the vets are recovering from their respective injuries and just see what happens. We're up to 6 wins. So that we've picked up 3 wins in the last 2 weeks. I'm not going to complain about it. We're second to last in the West, but not
You ain't last.
As long as you're not dead last, right?
Right. I mean, it's nice. It is a nice change, and I am really hoping they can maintain this, get some momentum, and by the time they play the Fever with Caitlin Clark again, maybe it'll be more competitive. Who knows? That game will be on August 1st, so there's time.
Okay.
There's loads of time, and they've got some interesting matchups between now and then that we'll cover as they go on. But yes, tonight they've got the Mercury.
How long's the season for them?
It's 44 games.
44. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're probably about halfway through.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they just did their All-Star game announcement.
Yes.
They announced the reserves yesterday morning, I believe, and so they're going to have a draft. Nafisa Collier and Caitlin Clark are the captains, and they will draft out of a pool of starters and reserves. And that, I think, happens either later this week or next week. And then
Okay.
from there, I think the All-Star game is after baseballs.
Yeah,
I
who's your
believe.
first pick?
Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
Absolutely Asia Wilson. I don't know why I even paused to think about it.
You
I
really did give it the business.
I love Paige Beckers, but outside
She's
of Nafisa
young.
Collier, Asia Wilson is probably the most dominant women's player that we've had in a very long time. She does everything. I mean, she's won like 3 MVPs already.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
And then, of course, she's on the Aces, and they won many championships. So that would be my first pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what has been the vibe now around Coach Man Bun?
Still hate him. Everybody
Yeah.
still hates him. Commentary on TikTok, all the WNBA creators I follow, still not a fan of his. A lot of them do expect not a mid-season coaching change, but once this season ends, I think the rookies kind of saved his job, to be perfectly honest. Just showing that burst of energy and that passion and actually wanting to be here is kind of saving him for the time being. But if they're not able to, make some kind of noise and make it somewhat interesting, I could definitely see him being out of a job by the end of the year.
Yeah, well, if he just hates all his players, that's just the way it is.
Maybe he just needs a makeover.
He needs a haircut.
That was
We do rag on this guy a lot about his choice of hairstyle.
He might
but
be a really cool dude.
It's not something that a man bun is a choice.
Yeah. You wake up every day and you put your hair together. That's a
right.
choice.
You just bunch it up in this little bitty top knot, and you say, "I'm going to go about my day."
You say, this looks good. I'm
This
out.
is how I choose to conduct myself. I mean, choice is yours, bro.
Well, let's see if those rookies can make us forget about Coach Man Bun yet again tonight.
Yeah. Did anybody else make it from the Wings or
No,
just Paige?
just Paige.
Okay.
It's good for Paige, though.
Yeah.
First year.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the only rookie to be named a starter. 2 other rookies did make the All-Star team. One from the Mystics, Sonia Citron, and the other one is also from the Mystics, Kiki something. Ifrin, something. But yeah, super exciting for her. And I love following their social media channels. Paige is just this absolute goofball with her teammates, and I guess the day that they announced that she made the All-Star team, they had a team outing to Six Flags,
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
and she likes to ride all the scary rides, and she was dragging her teammates with her, and they were all busting her ass for it after, oh, Paige made me do it, and I hated it.
Cannot do roller coasters.
So it's also good to see that team chemistry through the social channels, and hopefully they're able to, like I said, keep that going despite coaching challenges. I'm going to call it that, coaching
Yeah,
challenges.
in spite of,
I'm
Yeah.
for it.
you can't do roller coasters?
Man, I could do what the ones that barely move, like Judge Roy's scream. They look
Yeah.
like termites are going to
Don't
take it
flip
down.
or anything
But
like
anything
that.
that's going 45 miles, 50 miles per hour, nah.
You ride in the car with me.
Yeah, I get a little bit of car sick.
I realized a
still
long
get
time
sick.
ago my back cannot handle the wooden roller coasters.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
if
same.
I'm on the giant, that thing lasts too long. And I'm like,
It's really
halfway through, I'm like, no, we need to end this now.
Aren't they taking that one down, or they're doing something to it? I don't know. Maybe
honestly,
not.
I don't know.
So I know they gave some of the bigger roller coasters fresh paint jobs to match the Cowboys and Rangers.
Oh,
There you
did
go.
they?
Yeah, so when I was at the game a couple Sundays ago, my friend Craig goes, "Hey, look at at Six Flags, and the Titan is this like bright blue, like Texas Rangers blue."
Really?
Yeah, and he was telling me it was like part of like the World Cup thing, like making Arlington a little bit more united.
I
And
mean,
like
I'm for it.
aesthetically pretty, like as you're coming into Arlington from the highway. So that's why they're doing that. I was like, okay, whatever.
I mean, I guess. I haven't been to Six Flags in probably 15 years, maybe
Yeah.
even longer than that.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me, and I will say this, not to be a jerk, but Fiesta Texas is significantly better than Six Flags Arlington.
Oh, I only went to Fiesta Texas one time, and I was like 12. So I do not really remember that.
I had season passes for Fiesta Texas
To
when I was
Fiesta
in college.
Texas?
I like water parks. That's kind of more my thing.
Hurricane Harbor?
Yeah.
I hate water parks. They're
Like that.
disgusting.
They're so.
I mean,
gross.
I don't
They are gross.
want to know what's in there.
It's like
I
eating at
can't.
Taco Bell.
But I'm
I
not
don't
doing,
need
like,
to
loops.
know.
No. I
Well, you
can't
know.
do it. I can't do it, and I
Kinda
hate.
know.
And you know what's crazy is I love thrill rides. Like, put me on any roller coaster, any speed, upside down, backwards, forwards, whatever. I'm cool. Those fucking tube water slides, nope,
Oh, those
Because
are
you're
great.
enclosed.
nope.
Oh, the ones that are like claustrophobic?
Yes,
Yeah.
and dark.
Oh, yeah.
Like the black hole.
Yeah,
Yeah, the black, that one is, yeah, if you're
Scares me.
claustrophobic, that one.
I love
And it's
that.
hot in there.
I hate it. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I'm
Of
too much of
course-
a control freak.
The last time I went to a water park was probably 2000. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
about
it's been a minute.
the
fair.
lazy river.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time I went. I probably also went.
Boy,
in
the
college.
lazy toilet. You ever
Yeah, I
been
know.
in a lazy
Oh,
river?
yeah.
Jesus Christ, of
Well-
Latter-day Saints.
Oh,
The Rough
goodness.
Riders have one, right?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do.
We should go do it.
I would love to.
Just
I
no
want
splashing.
To go to a Rough Riders game. I think I haven't been in years.
Neither
I-
have I.
Yeah, I would
I
like
would
to
be
go.
so down to go.
Let's go, man. If you want the classic Texas baseball experience.
Just the 100 degrees.
That's right.
Get burnt.
Yeah, outside baseball.
Although I
Oh,
will say,
cool.
hanging out the pool, I
I
finally
was gonna
started to
say
get tan.
you are very tan and not burnt, and I'm very proud of you.
I'm proud.
Yeah, I don't
He's just as
tan.
surprised as us.
I was gonna say people of your color
Congratulations.
don't tan so easily like that. So
What do you mean, you
congratulations.
people?
I didn't
I
say
know.
you people.
First off, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I feel like I'm allowed to say that
That's right.
as the
These
queen of being tan.
melanic challenged folks over here.
Oh man.
I did see some people though that were pretty burnt, and I'm like, especially on Saturday, probably from Friday, making the
Yeah.
comeback, and it's like,
Yeah.
you gotta
Little
take care of
vodka.
yourself.
Little vodka, ice, and aloe.
Yeah.
Boy.
Ooh.
You know, like they tell you, the older you get, the less like citrusy stuff you should drink in the sun because it will make you sick and it'll mess up your skin.
That
So,
makes
like,
sense.
So like if you drink like a vodka soda and you get a lime in it, they are like, don't do that.
Don't drink citrus in the sun.
Don't drink citrus
So,
in the sun.
so no
Man, can we do
margaritas.
anything fun? There's nothing fun left. Everything either funds a genocide
Yeah.
or gives you cancer. Come on. Just trying to have a good time.
Well, if you're by the pool, you should be drinking something more fun than a vodka soda anyway. Let's be
I'm
real.
probably smoking that reefer.
That's probably what you're doing. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Lately, my go-to wine drink is wine drink. My go-to pool drink is wine.
My go-to pool drink is wine drink.
Wine drink. I drink
It's
wine. Wine
delicious.
drink me.
Delicious.
So I haven't been drinking very much citrusy drinks anyway.
That's right. I just picked grapes.
Yes. What about you guys? What are you drinking by the pool?
I mean, I'm usually beer. Well,
Yeah.
cocktail.
Charlie's usually shots. What are you
Well,
talking
That's
about?
why I'm
Well-
asking. That is literally why
But
I'm
I
asking.
don't buy them though. See, that's the thing. Usually.
That's right. You're too handsome.
What kind
Too
of shots
handsome to be buying your
are
own
you doing?
shots.
I mean, usually if somebody's buying, it's Fireball or green tea. Usually.
Can you imagine taking Fireball by the pool? Ugh.
I'm not saying it's great,
Insta vomit.
but see, I think that's my thing is because people are buying for me. There's
Oh, yeah,
where the
but you
control.
can't. Beggars can't be choosers.
no,
right?
absolutely.
No.
Well, I mean, I'd rather just have beer. But if someone's buying something for me, then I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
All right, my lords by the pool.
Oh,
I'm either drinking like a Dos Equis or a Natty Light.
Yeah.
Natty Light.
Like, what's the pink
Natty
lemonade,
Light? When
Lights
did you
that they
turn
have?
into a Natty Light guy?
Oh, the judgment! I can feel
the
the
pink lemonade
judgment.
ones they have.
They
are
have pink
actually
lemonade ones?
Pretty good.
They got flamingos on them.
Yeah.
Do
I
they
know
really?
exactly what you're
Good.
talking about.
They have a
Oh, that's
pink
so
Natty
funny.
Light.
So, like, a couple of summers ago, like, that's what we were getting every time we went to the pool.
Man, I haven't had a Night of Light since.
Yeah.
I
They
think
do not taste like a
2011,
normal Natty
12.
Light. Like, it's a little pink
Brandon's
lemonade
over
thing.
here taking the citrus risk for the flamingos.
This past week, Haley and Nicole made margaritas.
There
you go.
So, like
They
some
got a
cherry
little
margaritas.
Jimmy Buffett machine, little Margaritaville.
And they had a blender.
Oh, that'll work.
Blenders work.
See,
One time a long time ago, I built a margarita machine
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
out of a big stand-up cooler
Oh.
Yeah.
and a wash tub that was turned upside down, and then I mounted a garbage disposal in it, and then routed the return into the top, so it
Oh,
made a
there
big
you go.
churny.
Wow. Okay, MacGyver over here, drunk MacGyver.
Well, I wanted a margarita machine, and they were like $900.
see, I can only do one margarita because of the citrus. But I had a really good one over the Saturday, the firecracker margarita there.
There
in
you
the
go. What
Village.
makes it firecracker? They put Fireball in the
Oh, and
margarita too.
yeah. I think after you've had some beers, you just add that to your repertoire.
Right? Just Fireball all the
They
time.
just name it for whatever.
Wait, is
Yeah.
it really a margarita with Fireball?
Oh no, I don't know what was in it.
Oh, dude.
It was strong.
I'm
I was
sure.
about to die.
It was strong though.
I saw the picture of it. I just saw the rim had tahini on it. And I'm going to guess it's a spicy margarita.
Probably.
Probably. You drank it.
But it's Charlie.
No, it wasn't like spicy. I think it was just called a firecracker margarita.
Oh, so it was a regular margarita
yeah,
with tahini on
yeah.
the rim.
Just
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I'm
It was
always
just
on
strong.
board.
A
Whatever.
margarita with tahini is a firecracker margarita.
I'm always on board for a good margarita.
For
Good
sure.
marg-
Are you guys on the
Okay.
rocks or frozen people?
Depends on what my mission is.
Yeah, I could do either, but if I go to a restaurant, usually on the rocks, no salt.
Yeah.
I cannot do frozen drinks. Like I like frosé, for example, but I can't drink it anymore. I hate having to wait for the consistency to be slurpable. Just get me drunk on the rocks all the way.
Right? You're more of like a shot / intravenous alcohol enjoyer.
Even the
The quickest that you can get it in you.
Just give. I
Yeah.
love syringe shots, as you know. If
Yeah.
you give me a shot in a syringe, I
Old
get
Crow.
very excited.
But we could do that now.
Old Crow has the Jello shots in the syringe.
Oh, did they?
You remember those, Tanner?
Oh.
I sure do.
No, I have a buddy that does those every St. Patrick's Day.
Yes,
Shout out
Ruben.
Ruben.
I think
He does them homemade.
Knox
Nice
Street
work,
Pub
Ruben.
used to do those as well.
Who does?
Knox Street Pub. Remember
Oh, Knox Street Pub.
KSP.
Oh, I forgot about Knox Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
Knox Street.
I haven't been there in a
Wild
long time.
times. Well, it's closed now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I won't be
They-
anytime soon.
So they had the location on Henderson,
Yes.
Yeah.
on Knox Street. Then they moved it further down Henderson.
On Monticello.
Yes.
Yeah, which made no sense. And now they're going to open a new bar in that spot called the Hendy.
Okay.
Man, I'm
That's
too
going to
old.
open this summer.
I'm
The
too old for that
Hindi.
shit.
They're like giving that entire part of Henderson a complete facelift. Like they took down Wonder Bar, 77, everything's been demolished.
Everything that was in the 2008 to 2015 era of partying in Dallas is gone.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blackfriar is the only thing.
It
Right.
is still holding on.
I love Blackfriar still.
Yeah.
It's walking distance from
They
me.
got two of them. That's where
I haven't been
Robin
in
is
the
now, too.
Lakewood.
Lakewood. I want to go to the Lakewood location for sure.
Yeah,
I've never been.
we were a regular group at Knox Street Pub because my buddy Jamie, we call him Dragon.
Dragon. There you go.
What a nickname.
Well, yeah, I went to high school with him. He now has a dragon tattoo on his arm that's he literally got in Mexico.
Oh, it's
and
so
it looks like
funny.
it got in Mexico
It's
Oh,
so
no.
funny.
for 20 pesos or whatever.
20 pesos.
I made that up, but we call him Dragon. He's the one that said he can karate chop Tanner's arm off.
There you
That's
go.
true.
But his buddy was the owner of Knox Street Pub, so
okay.
we were there quite a bit,
Yeah.
Oh, we were there constantly.
all the time.
Oh my God, my 10-year SMU reunion was there, and we did the syringe shots. Now I remember.
Oh God!
Yeah,
We would
I have
play
one
Shot
faint
Song game
memory.
We would play Shot Song Game there, which was a great place. So Shot Song Game, before you go out with a group, everybody picks a top 40 hit or something that might get played. And if that song gets played, you buy a round of shots.
Ooh.
Yes.
So, like,
Rumple.
This is what we
Journey
used to play.
was a good one. Like, one time we did a Snuggie pub crawl, me and my buddy Jake, and I picked Empire State of Mind. He picked Miley Cyrus Party in the USA, and we bar hopped down, uptown. His song played like 13 times. He was very upset.
That's
Like-
a good game.
And it's not even like you can't get the DJ to play it. Like you can't
And you
go
can't
to
take control with your phone
you
or
can't
anything like that.
jukebox it.
Yeah.
It has to just organically play. But if you're walking from one bar to the next, and you hear it like playing in a car, it counts.
Yeah, if it just
Ooh.
drives by and you hear
Yeah.
the song, or you're like walking by a bar
You
and
have
it's
to do
playing
it.
Rihanna,
Yeah.
you're like, okay.
It's
Yeah.
always Rihanna.
That can
with
really
you.
get you in trouble.
Oh, Umbrella was a big
Oh.
player in this too.
Man, one time we tried to play Shot Artists.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we abandoned that pretty quick.
We were backed up on shots. It was just shots all over the table.
Because I'm like, they won't play much Michael Jackson.
Oh, it's like every bar,
Yeah, every
Every
bar.
bar.
Billie Jean, Thriller, all of it.
right?
Just plays.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my goodness.
Jackson 5 was counting on this, and we're like, no.
So now you have a new game, Charlie.
It's a very fun game, but I might have aged out of it. I don't know.
I don't know if I have the constitution to handle that anymore.
But Knox Street was a prime location for that.
Oh, dude.
Goodness.
My drunk ass trying to dance with every girl in that bar. Holy mackerel.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was on the regular.
That was the time.
That I was gonna say, there's a part of me that wishes I could time travel just to see this.
I used to wear collared shirts under a t-shirt with the sleeves and roll it up. I remember that with the tie.
Oh my
Oh, boy.
God! Tell me the 2000s without telling me it's the 2000s.
Was that your 2 Rose days?
Oh, that's way after that.
Oh yeah,
I was,
this is
yeah.
after that.
I was living with Brandon, so 21, 22.
No, then I
And
remember
then
those.
after-
I remember those days then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then after I lived with Brandon, I basically lived with Brandon
Yeah.
because I was there every weekend
Yeah, this was probably like 06, 07. Somewhere around there when you were
through
doing this.
2010.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Significantly before I was allowed to legally drink.
Ah,
I'm
you're
so
a
sorry.
child.
I am a
Now,
child.
speaking of realizing how old I'm getting, so a week ago, marked the 20-year anniversary of when I went to London to study abroad. And I
Fuck,
thought of that the
bro.
other day, and I'm like, oh my God, it's been 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we'll talk about it here in a minute, but my class actually did a trip to Wimbledon.
That's cool.
They had just finished playing, so I didn't see a match there, but we toured the grounds and everything,
Still
right?
cool. Yeah.
They had just like taken up the courts because they were done playing, right? Like a week before. But I have been to Wimbledon, but that was 20 years ago.
Wow.
And driving over here, I thought of that, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. You old
I
cuss.
can't believe that.
That's insane.
We're getting old, man.
I know,
Time
right?
is undefeated.
Time is undefeated.
So is the internet.
The internet is undefeated. The internet's hilarious.
undefeated, for sure.
So speaking of Wimbledon, have y'all been like keeping track of any shenanigans? I know
No.
Jocic won his match recently.
Boy, he's still at it, huh?
He's still in it, still doing the thing. I think the guy from Spain is the favorite. Alcatraz, I believe is his name.
Alcatraz.
What a-
Alcaraz.
what a name.
Alcaraz, yeah.
Alcaraz, there we go.
Alcatraz.
You were close.
Oh, you know what?
It's okay,
Tennis-
she's drinking
I
wine.
am not the tennis expert here. None of us really are.
I played pickleball a few times.
You know what? Okay, I should say this. This is Rayya Uncensored. No, this is just Rayya's back in the
Rayya
day.
off the cuff. Dun 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 dun.
I was ranked in tennis in middle school.
Oh, look at this
There
flex.
you go.
I was
Oh,
really good.
shit.
I played in Plano, and yeah, I played out of Glen Eagles actually.
So you made quite the racket.
I did, and not much
Oh,
has changed.
Charlie.
But yeah, so I understand the sport. I am good at understanding like the strategies and why they're doing what they're doing. But like in terms of like sitting there and watching it, I just can't.
No, man. It
No.
looks like one of those games that's more fun to play.
Yeah, definitely, and it's good for your feet. It's great footwork. If you're into boxing, basketball, it's all the same footwork drills. So yeah, That was a fun time for me.
Yeah?
13-year-old me loved playing tennis. I still have my old tennis racket. It's burnt orange because I really wanted to go to UT when I
There
was
you
little.
go.
Longhorns.
And yeah, I enjoyed it. I would play. God, I was playing like 4 or 5 days a week, something like that.
Oh, man.
Everything I know about tennis, I learned from the Wii.
There you go.
I mean, I'll be honest. That's how I learned how to score tennis.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like everything I know about tennis, I learned.
Mario Tennis was my favorite N64 game for like the longest time.
From the Wii. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And
All right, Rayya
But yeah, I have no idea who's winning Wimbledon
Yeah,
or
I
projected to win or anything.
Behind.
Personalities.
Yeah.
But I will say this: the one story I am keeping up with is, as you guys know, being a big fan of women's sports. One of my favorite athletes right now is Trinity Rodman.
Okay.
1/3 of triple espresso from the U.S. women's national team. And her boyfriend, that she went official with back in March, Ben Shelton, is still in the tournament at Wimbledon.
Boom.
Facebook official?
TikTok official,
Yeah, now it's
Instagram,
TikTok.
hard
That's the
launched.
ultimate official.
But yeah, so they're officially together, and she is been at all of his games supporting him and having the best time doing so. And it's adorable, and I'm here for it.
Oh.
Okay.
So keep
I
an eye.
approve.
So keep an eye on Ben Shelton. I don't know if he's going to be running in this tournament deep, but he's still active and alive, and so wishing him the best.
Okay. Precious moments.
I
Shared
approve of
Wimbledon.
love.
We are Pouring
Wimbledon
Takes
love?
podcast, and we love love.
Oh, that's it.
All right. Well, another big sporting event that took place over the weekend was the Gold Cup final between U.S. and Mexico. And I don't know about y'all, but I went into the Gold Cup tournament saying, my saying is, if Christian Pulisic doesn't care, why should I? Do you guys have the same sentiment?
You know, it is really sad that not everybody was there playing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I
You
mean,
know,
that,
it really, like, you talk a big game, oh, it's the Gold Cup of the CONCACAF, and then half your team's not showing up. What's the deal?
I feel the same with the college bowls when players are opting out. Like, I mean, like, then why should you care? It sucks because it's still a cool feat to see them make it, but to be half there, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, I would say U.S. really lacks that country pride in men's soccer.
Yep.
Like women's soccer, like they all show up
Yeah.
no matter what. And yes, they can leave and they can have babies, and they got that farm so that if someone does have to leave or not play, they got the next man up, and it's a great cycle. They're doing great on the women's side. But I don't know, you guys. Like, again, if Kristen Pulisic, Weston McKinney don't care, I don't know. I just felt like maybe I shouldn't care either. And
Well,
then,
what are they being held back for specifically? I know it's like a World Cup thing, right?
so they are saving themselves for their clubs.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, for the club soccer teams.
whether they play in Europe or South
And
America or wherever.
Granted, the
okay.
Club World Cup is happening right now.
Yeah.
So I understand
Do
it.
they play in that?
Yes, they play in that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
they get paid to
Yeah,
play in
yeah.
that, right? So
Oh, they don't get paid for the Gold Cup?
I don't
They don't get paid as much.
right? Like
Oh.
But
Well,
but
that colors
but
this
here's the
a little
problem.
gray.
Here's the problem though. When you're having these interchangeable rosters through all of these tournaments, through all of these friendlies, that team chemistry never develops. So as Americans, we have these great players that are playing abroad, playing in the MLS, whatever, wherever they are, but they never play together until that World Cup comes or that bigger tournament. Like if they play in the Common Bowl, I believe they're playing in the Common Bowl, right? Or CONCACAF, whatever it is.
CONCACAF.
You know, when those bigger games are around, that's when they all show up, and all of a sudden it's like they all forgot how to play soccer. We can't buy a
Yeah.
shot on goal
yeah, the
when they all play.
chemistry's not there.
USA basketball had this problem after losing in Athens, right? It was Athens?
Athens was 04, yes.
Yeah. So what they did after that Olympics is they said, you want to play for Team USA, you are committed for 4 years. Minimum 4 years. You have to sign a contract. You have to show up to this training camp. You have to play in these tournaments. And then you are eligible to play in the next Olympics. You do not get a pass because you're LeBron. You do not get a pass because you're Kobe. You do not get a pass, etc. This is a team sport. We are going to
Yeah.
build a team, and we are going to show up and show out. And I think they need to have something like that in men's soccer. And not just that. From like a player chemistry standpoint, totally makes sense. But think about the fans too. Us as U.S. soccer fans, what are we going to gravitate to if we don't see the players playing, right? Like I said, I love USA Soccer. I have a USA Soccer jersey. Like I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I wore mine on Saturday or Friday.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the best thing for 4th of July.
Exactly. It's America.
But-
Scarf and everything.
I have one too. Yeah. But it's just so hard to be like committed to the process if the process isn't committed back. If that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get excited if Michael Jordan's going to sit this one out?
Yeah, I think it's a step back. I think American soccer, men's soccer in particular, has come a long way as far as fan interaction and people actually liking it. A lot of me and my buddies have adopted EPL teams and just learning the sport more than we did growing up. But if our prime athletes for the team are not there, the interest is going to wane.
Yeah.
Now, when the World Cup comes around, next summer, it's obviously going to be a groundswell of us going to bars and drinking and all dressed and having a good
we are
time.
Cutting work.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's going to happen.
We're going to pretend like we're in Europe that
2 week
month or whatever it is.
Or yeah, I think it's actually more of a month, but that'll happen, right? We're all going to be invested in that.
Oh,
but
can't
then
wait.
it'll just go right back to name
Love.
3 players, and I can't, right? Like,
No,
Tim
I can't.
Lincecum.
And it was funny. He's a baseball player.
I know.
Alex
Tim
Morgan.
You're
Howard.
Clint
That's what I was thinking
Dempsey?
of.
I was actually texting with my friend group who, like, one of my girlfriends Christine is really, really, really into soccer. She's the one that's the Trinity FC season ticket holder.
Nice.
And I asked her, I said, did anybody play who I care about? And I listed 2 players, Tyler Adams and Tim Ream. Turns out they both played. But I didn't know. I didn't know because I didn't watch.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch either, but I know we lost.
Yes, we did lose
So-
to Mexico.
Unfortunately.
And everyone's going to tell you it's because we sent our B team out there. But Mexico has always been a historically good team.
Yeah. Yeah, they're.
And I bet they play together a lot.
And you know what? It was kind of also a home game for them. They played in Houston.
Yeah.
Growing up in Houston, if Mexico came into town, you best believe that stadium was insane.
that makes sense.
Lit.
Crazy.
Parenthetical aside, rest in peace, Landon Donovan's hairline.
I think that's been gone for a while.
It's been running away for decades.
Yeah.
He needs to make that trip to Turkey.
Oh man, I've seen that, you guys.
Yeah.
By the way, you know who has really good hair? Our new coach again for the Dallas Stars, Glenn Gullickson.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
got
have
some
great
good
hair.
head of hair.
Got really good hair.
Yeah, what's he got? Has he got the Jake
got that
Gyllenhaal?
slick-
He's got the slick back coif, fancy,
Yeah.
Okay.
fancy man.
He looks like a
prep school boy.
movie hockey coach.
Yeah,
Like-
he doesn't match his name.
Yeah.
Not
The
at
only
all.
the only movie hockey coach I can think of is Kurt Russell in Miracle.
How about Gordon Bombay?
Gordon
I was
Bombay.
gonna say, Mighty
Max.
Ducks.
Yeah, Gordon
yeah.
Bombay's the GOAT.
Emilio. That's right. I forgot about him.
And by the way,
I was like,
go ahead.
Emilio. Sorry, I'm making jokes.
I was just gonna say real quick. I saw that press conference. I mean, he says all the right things. We'll see what happens. And
Who are
also,
you talking about?
He's talking about the Stars
Glenn
coach.
Yeah.
Gullickson.
He
Oh.
completely transitioned without us.
no, I'm coming back. I had to throw that out there. I had to point that out there because it was good. It gave me hope.
Yeah, I think he's saying a lot of the right things, just like Shoddy is, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see. I mean,
Is this
the
what we're
jury
gonna
is
do?
out on both of them.
I was gonna. Is this what we're gonna do? We're gonna parallel path these 2 new coaches and see who has a better season and who we like more, and just constantly compare their performance to one another because that's what we do.
I did.
Yep.
I mean, I think so because just the proximity of when they were hired, like it makes sense, right? Even though the Stars are much, much better than the Cowboys, respectively, in their league.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 100% fair, but we'll probably do that.
Yeah, I mean, compare ownership.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I still relate the Offspring and Green Day together because I bought their CDs together,
Yep.
right? They're really
Which one do you
nothing
like
on-
better, though?
Green Day.
Yeah.
But Offspring Smash was fire.
Yeah.
Like, Bad Habit
Yeah.
is awesome.
I was more of an Americana fan.
But
yeah, Americana's
yeah,
great.
first 2 CDs I bought them together. I still to this day relate those bands together, right? So yeah, these coaches will be related together because of the proximity of their hires.
Yeah, I just want to point out the Dallas Stars ownership is Canadian.
Oh, okay.
So I believe the Canadians know what they're doing when it
Far
comes to
more
hockey.
of love of the game.
Unlike our Uncle Jerry, all-American boy.
He's from Arkansas. It's basically Canada.
Arkansas.
Actually, California / Arkansas.
Oh, man, I just had to throw a Canadian
That's
tidbit
true.
in there. Timbit, if you will, if you get the
yeah.
joke. But anyway,
Yeah, what's next?
before I move us to what's next, I just want to point out we are breathing on football season. I believe the first preseason game for the NFL is on the 31st of July.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck.
So
What?
guess
That's
what?
crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen and others, buckle up because Cowboy coverage is about to come back. And it's going to be a little spicy this season, I'm
Less of
predicting.
these phone it in episodes.
Whole lot of Micah talk.
Wow.
Whole
we
lot of
just
Micah talk
got
coming up.
burned. Oh, man.
These are some of my favorite episodes where you have to dig deep. Where it's
Really?
like, okay, something's going on that I got to get fired up about.
Well, here's something we can be fired up about.
Oh,
All-Star game for Major League Baseball.
Next week.
Yes,
Next
sir.
week, rosters have been announced from your Texas Rangers. As predicted, Jacob deGrom will be the Texas Rangers representative at the game. They're in Atlanta, yeah?
In Atlanta, yes.
Hot Atlanta.
hot
Hey,
Atlanta.
I love the Battery though. That's
Yeah.
It's a great ballpark.
Yeah. I actually saw the second regular season game ever at that ballpark.
Oh, wow.
Like, it opened on a Friday night, and Danielle and I went on our baseball trip and saw the Saturday game there.
Nice.
And there was a pop-up show by T.I. in
Oh,
the
nice.
God, I love
in the
T.I.
area afterwards.
It is so embarrassing how much I love T.I.
I really like
Bring him
T.I.
out.
as well.
Bring him out.
But that was a fun little pop-up show that we did not know was going to happen, and we're like, "Oh my God, he's going on stage right now! This is awesome!"
Hell yeah, dude.
Like because they have a Atlanta Live, which is basically the same
Yeah.
outline as Texas Live.
Yeah,
literally
it is.
the same thing. They look exactly the same, but there's this little area outside, and then all of a sudden, like on stage in 5 minutes, T.I.
That's funny.
Oh, I would have burst into tears. I would have been like the most happy person on the planet if
Yeah.
I got a surprise performance
Hell
from
yeah.
T.I.
Yeah, but that ballpark is awesome. I'm glad it was DeGrom. It made sense that it was DeGrom.
Yeah.
I mean, he's putting up Cy Young numbers, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not getting the wins because our offense is so bad, but his ERA and WHIP and everything is legit numbers. Now, that's Scooble's award to lose, really, but, you know, he's right in the running if Scooble falters. Hunter Brown and DeGrom are probably the next in line.
That is exciting. I'm really happy for him. I know he's had so many issues with injuries and being able to stay healthy, and for him to be having the season he's having, that's a win for me. I'm
Yeah.
excited. And then for him to be recognized as an all-star, as he should be. But
Yeah.
shout out Josh Smith. Close second.
So
Yep.
close. I mean, just like the Wings, we only got the one representative. But that's okay. Like, we haven't had a great all-star season or a offensive season.
Yeah.
And that's really going to hurt players like Simeon and Seager, even Wyatt and Adolis that have made the All-Star game in the past, but just if the whole team is struggling, individual numbers are going to be a little less weighted.
When is our baby Wyatt coming back from IL?
He's back
Oh, he's
already.
back.
He
Okay.
started Saturday.
Okay, so he did come back. I just couldn't remember. I was like, he's been out for a while. I miss him.
Yeah, so he's already back. They demoted Josh Young.
I saw that.
Which was not good, but
Yeah.
a little
Something's up with
expected.
him.
He's just a young player that's kind of struggling, and that kind of sucks. But hopefully it kind of works like Berger. Berger went down there for a couple weeks, came back, and was doing much better, and then he got hurt. So who knows? But
We are
I think Josh
flimsy
Young.
this season.
Yeah,
Boy.
It is rough.
yeah. I
How
think
many
Josh
all-
Young has it in him to rebound from this, but it's a big test for him.
How many All-Stars did we have last year? I'm trying to.
Ooh.
We had
We had Dolis, right? We had.
No, Adolis not last year.
no. It was the year before where we said
Yeah.
7,
Yeah, the year before we had the whole infield,
Yeah.
which was crazy.
and then
Um,
I think after that,
and
was
Eovaldi
just,
pitching.
It was just Seager.
Oh, just Seager. Okay.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
just
So,
Seager, and we might have had a pitcher.
The only pitcher
Eovaldi might have
I was
made
gonna
it
say
last year.
Eovaldi maybe.
He might
Yeah.
have made it last year. I
Pretty
think we
bad,
might have had
though.
2, but honestly, don't give me the line because I don't have those numbers right in front of me.
Yeah. But hey, it is what it is. Now that you've seen the AL and NL rosters, who's got the better squad?
Any roster with Shohei on it is a better.
I was about to say, that's an easy throw. It doesn't matter who is on the other team. Shohei Ohtani's a beat. He can beat it all
Yeah.
by himself.
You still take Shohei over Aaron Judge?
All day.
If you are a baseball fan and do not consider Shohei the best player in baseball, you are not a serious
You're
person.
wrong.
I'm not a serious person. I don't think Aaron Judge is the best either. I just think Shohei is just in a league of his own.
100%. And I don't really know if the National League has a better roster because the AL does have people like Judge and Witt and, Cal Raleigh, which
Cal,
is
the big
dumper, is
The
just
big dumper.
destroying that ball. And that's just a fun story, right? Like, I like him as a player, even though he plays for the Mariners. Like, I don't really hate the Mariners,
What a great name.
like even though they're in our division. But he's a fun player, and the American League might win this. But
I think I just always have American League bias. Like, it's
Of
just
course.
who I am. And
Yeah.
you see enough of these guys a couple times a year, and you're like, oh, I know who that is. He's good. He's good. He's good.
yeah, I'm always rooting for the American League, but I like Shohei. I like Ellie too. So there's some National League players I like.
I don't know. I know nothing about the National League. I kind of just, whatever shows up on my feed shows up on my feed, but I do pay attention on the American League side.
Ellie's a really fun player. I think you would like Ellie De La Cruz. You would
I've
like him.
heard about Ellie De La Cruz a lot.
He's a fun player.
Yeah. Brandon learned about my baseball type earlier before we started
Let's
recording.
yell.
Javi
Baseball
Baez.
type.
Javi Baez.
You know, if they're Dominican, I'm in trouble.
Drink.
Oh, man. All right.
boy.
But I think the big question for the Rangers, one more thing on them is,
Yeah.
do they have any assets to sell? Right? Trade deadline's coming up. Like,
That's
do
tough.
you move somebody? Do you have somebody that you can move? Right? Is Adolis maybe the best? But what are you getting for him, right?
I
Like,
don't
he's done
know.
okay, but
I think last year he would have been in a better situation to be that, and they didn't.
yeah,
They didn't do it.
They didn't move him, and that's, I understand why they didn't. But now we're with Molly hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have much they can even move because they're not moving Wyatt.
Nope.
Josh Young, even though I think I don't know how they feel about his ability to rebound, but it's pennies on the dollar right now, right?
What about Evan Carter?
I think the book is out on his back.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
Oh,
don't
he's
a
think
very
actually
they're gonna-
hurt. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't think you're going to. His long-term prognosis with that back injury is pretty bad.
Oh, I feel so bad.
What about Josh Smith?
Josh Smith is actually something that you could probably get
mean-
something for. I don't know what his contract is though,
So
as far as
essentially,
like
you're telling
control.
me we're looking for prospects at this point. Like, we're
Yeah.
full sellers. We're not trying to get better
Yeah.
at the trade deadline.
I mean, I don't think they've come out and said that, but I don't see how they can actually look at adding to this team and doing anything. So,
How many? So I'm assuming Houston is at the top of the division.
Yeah.
Followed
Yep.
by Seattle.
Yes, and then the Angels.
And
Which
why
is
are the
crazy.
Angels better than us?
Yeah.
That in itself has just
Now we play
successfully
them-
pissed me off.
We're
Right.
starting a series with them tonight, so I don't think they're that far ahead of us. Where a couple of wins in this series, I think we might actually be ahead of them.
And we're playing in LA.
We're
or
playing in
Anaheim.
LA, yeah.
Well,
But yeah,
that just made me
hilarious.
It's
so
rough.
mad.
Right? You got lit up.
Yeah.
You guys, I hate the Angels. Like, I legitimately
Yeah.
hate them as an organization. I mean, I have no good reason. I just hate them.
I hate
Yeah.
them back from the John Lackey days when he threw it. You remember that time he threw it Kinsler?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are,
then-
man,
I
that was
just
intense.
hated
That was fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm having flashbacks. And then you had Josh Hamilton go play for them. And then you
Yeah.
had Albert Pujols over there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, fuck that. Sorry.
There you go.
I do like Trout, and I liked Ohtani when he was there.
Yeah.
But I still just did not like the Angels. Where we were talking a minute ago about the Mariners. I don't hate the Mariners as much.
No, I can never hate the Mariners.
Like, they've had Griffey and
Yeah,
Ichiro.
Ken Griffey,
Like, you
one of my
can't
favorite
hate
players of all
that.
time.
Rodriguez is my favorite player.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, love him.
Julio?
Julio Rodriguez. Yeah. I love
Because
him.
the same reason you like Javi Baez?
No, he actually is a really good baseball player.
Not
Leave me
just
alone.
swinging that wood. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. This is what happens
Torpedo
when you're the only
bats.
The
girl
torpedo
That's
bat.
right.
on a panel, sports
But-
show panel.
Yeah,
that's
I hate
so
the
good.
A's. Even though the A's are never good, I do hate
Yeah.
the A's.
At least I want to end this season being better than the A's. Like, fuck the A's.
Yeah,
I
we
agree.
should be better than the A's.
Always.
Things will go really poorly if we finish with a worse record than the A's.
Oh yeah, I will throw a bitch fit.
Like that, things will really spiral.
You might have
Alright.
Chris Young into question.
Yeah, like
I will write a letter, dear Mr. Chris Young. Why are we not better than the fucking Angels?
well, for that to happen, they would literally have to trade DeGrom at the deadline, which there's been talk about.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
For what?
Prospects.
like you would need a haul back,
Like-
right?
Yeah, you would need a lot back.
You'd have to go big.
You'd have to do better than what the whole Luka trade.
Yeah, like it would have to be
Could y'all
something that
imagine?
Oh my god.
like it would have to be. Can we? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can do
Okay,
it.
but I will say DeGrom isn't as loved as Luca. I don't
No.
think
No, no,
Ranger
no.
fans
No,
would
but-
be as
He'd be fine.
in
But
fuego,
just meaning
but
get something more than if you're going to give up him. Because
Like the
he's your most
Yankees-
consistent pitcher.
Somebody would have to be able to pay him first,
Yeah.
right? Because his contract's ridiculous. So the Yankees are in contention for that. They do have a farm system that I personally like a little bit, but they're not going to give up all the stuff that I would want them to give up for DeGrom, right? Like that would cost a Spencer Jones, a Lombard Jr., and like a
well,
even maybe an Austin Wells, which is their catcher that's
yeah, I
on
do
the
like
major
Austin
league.
Wells.
Well,
Yeah.
another thing is if I'm looking at a team, yes, DeGrom's been doing okay, but there's still that question mark. You know,
Yeah.
with that injury, especially at his age. So
Yeah.
it's just like
So
I don't know.
you say that, and we're talking about the Yankees, and I swear to God, I feel like every time a player gets traded to the Yankees, they immediately get hurt.
See, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
They get paid all this money, and they get hurt, or they severely underperform. Like their closer, for example, forgot his name, but he's
Devin
the-
Williams.
Devin Williams with his facial hair. They changed the rule so that Devin Harris could keep his freaking beard. Yeah, do you know this? The Yankees required up until last season.
Yeah, you had to be
required
clean-shaven.
Clean shaven.
Well, you could have a mustache,
or a mustache.
like Don Madden.
But so they changed their rules for this guy, and I can't tell you how many blown saves this MFer has.
Since he's on my fantasy team, I know how many blown saves he's had.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Yeah, he's been doing better recently, but his ERA is still like 6.
Weren't they on like a ridiculously bad losing streak? Like
Yeah.
6-7 games, some shit like that?
They also just lost a starter, Clark Schmidt, to Tommy John,
Oh, man.
who is also on my fantasy team. My fantasy team
That
was really
Tommy
bad
John
this
is-
past week.
You know,
Yeah.
I was at that cookout on Saturday, and all the guys there are in a fantasy baseball league together. So we had baseball going on the whole time. They had a TV set up outside and everything.
Nice.
And I was able to like have conversations because of our conversation. So thank you.
I actually would have liked to have joined for this.
Man, maybe you're gonna get me to play fantasy baseball next year. Who knows?
It's an investment.
It's like you think fantasy football is work. Fantasy baseball is madness.
And
fantasy
Oh,
football
I
is so
feel-
boring.
I also feel that way
It's
about
so boring.
fantasy basketball because those games are happening multiple times a week as well, and you're
Yeah.
shoveling players
Yeah.
around.
No, the second I got into this hardcore fantasy baseball league and then tried, and I never quit fantasy football, but fantasy football is so boring. It's like
It's
I'm
so
like
slow.
I what am I doing? What can I do? This is lit. I finished in my lineup. What do I do now?
Yep.
Well,
Just
Yeah.
gotta watch.
Yeah.
I'll drop
What do I
this.
do?
I'll drop this nugget here right now because there's a chance that Charlie's in my league may have some open slots. So if
Dude.
either of you
I
or
wanna play.
somebody in the audience would like to join our shenanigans,
Come
I
on.
will be dropping that information in the next few weeks as I prepare.
I
to
would
be
be in for
the
this. Because
commissioner
I will
of our
play.
league.
I will play, even though it is boring compared to fantasy baseball.
Well, that
I
would
will
make
play.
you one step better than Charlie because Charlie lasts maybe 2 weeks before he quits.
You know, I don't quit. I just have nobody on my team that's playing worth
Make
a
a
shit.
trade, Charlie.
You got to learn how to work that waiver wire.
I'm very
I
good
know,
at
but
trades.
nobody I have is like great.
You,
Tanner, am I good at trades?
you're a pit viper. I know that.
And that comes from my fantasy baseball league because that you cannot get better without making trades in that.
Yeah, and you know, I play in that Dynasty Fantasy Football League that, by the way, I won last year. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's the key to success. And I actually made a trade in that league right after the season ended. Y'all know what I did?
I'm curious.
I traded away Dak Prescott for a first-round pick in the upcoming draft.
Hey, good move.
I think you can get away with that because if it's anything like regular fantasy, Dak is fine.
Yeah, well, it's a 2-quarterback league. And
Two quarterbacks.
And well, it's a quarterback plus a super flex, which everyone normally starts a quarterback in a super flex. But I felt like after the injury and all the issues we were having at the wide receiver position, that his numbers weren't going to be better than they were in my championship year. And
No.
I played without him for most of it too, and won.
I don't think his stats are going to go up, right? They're
Right.
only going one way. I think you made a pretty good deal here.
Yeah, and to get a first rounder that I could probably, get a strong running back or wide receiver, I'm not high enough. It's not a high enough pick to get another quarterback, unfortunately. But I feel pretty good about it. And my other quarterbacks are Jared Goff and Brock Purdy. So
You're fine.
I think
not
you're doing
in
good.
trouble.
You're fine.
Yeah, I rode those two all the way to the win. So
I had to
see.
start tricking up my fantasy football, which means I had to do leagues like Vampire League. Have you ever played a Vampire League?
oh, you told us about this last football season.
Yeah, where it's basically 10 teams, 9 draft, 1 team can only pick up after the draft has happened, so they can only pick up like the scraps.
Wow.
And then every week, whoever's playing the vampire, if the vampire beats them, which they shouldn't at first, if they beat them, they get to force a trade, starter for starter.
That's insane, and
And
I would try that in a heartbeat.
It's a lot of fun. We played it about 4 years in a row. I was the vampire once. It's a lot of fun when you're a vampire. It loses a little luster about halfway through the season if you're not the vampire.
No, that's exactly what I would want to be. I would want to be the vampire.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did a headhunter league.
I did the guillotine league.
There you go.
Is
I
that
call-
one where
I-
you get like eliminated?
Yes. So you're not playing head to head. There's 19 teams in it, or however many weeks there are in NFL, 19, right? You're not playing anybody head to head. You're just cumulative score. Lowest score that week gets kicked out, and all their players go back in waiver wire, and they
It's like a
Tanner
spicy,
lasts to like week 3 every year.
Yeah, I'm not
spicy
very good at it.
eliminator.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a lot of fun. That one's a lot of fun.
I wanna
It's
play.
really tough because there's 19 teams.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're starting people like Zeke,
Yeah.
right, in week 1.
That's
Just hoping he gets 3 touches.
Yeah, I mean, our dynasty league is 12 teams, but our rosters are 25 deep.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
So yeah, I feel the pain.
Is there enough players?
Right? That's like
Barely.
an actual
Yeah.
NFL
But let me
roster.
tell y'all, that waiver wire is probably one of the most interesting things week to week, and we do auction waiver. So like
God.
you have
I
to
love
put down
auction
money.
wager.
And try to get whoever was the flash in the pan of the week to use next week to
Right.
substitute for your injured player because
Looking at you,
you're going
Puka.
to have all of them. Yeah.
I'm in. Yeah, but that Pet's head's falling off, the guillotine league. By the end, when there's like 4 teams left, they're all stud teams.
I know,
Like,
you're
you're
putting
starting
on like
like-
300
You're starting,
points.
somebody's starting Jetta and, Tyreek Hill and Jamar Chase, right?
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
they're just
Right.
starting everybody because they have everybody because there's only like 4
500
teams.
point a
Yeah,
week.
it's ridiculous.
Well,
Madness.
I don't know about you guys, but after these last few weeks, I cannot wait for football to come back, even though, I am the anti-Cowboys Cowboys fan with all the bad energy, I should say.
The pessimist.
I am only interested in my fantasy teams.
And
Being
you're,
a Cowboys
And
fan
you're
is
controversial.
you have
Sure.
homework. You have homework. You need to find what your next long-term bet is.
That's true.
70
A
yard.
70-yard field goal is not going to happen.
Yeah.
No.
We got close, though. We got real close.
We got real close. We also went almost 6-11, which is what I said last year.
Yeah. So we'll put that on the calendar when our official Cowboys kickoff episode will be. That'll be a fun one. Maybe we should have a live audience for that one. I don't know.
I'd be into that. We could always have a live audience. There is this huge bar behind us.
That's right. And we have a stage. We can
Yeah, we
bring you up on
technically
the
always
show.
have
That's
a
right.
live audience.
An interactive live audience.
There
How
you
about
go.
that?
There you
How
go.
about that? Guys, anything else you want to touch on before we wrap this up?
Go Kapowski League. That's my favorite league. Go League.
I am the defending champion, so I guess I'll be back for that one. Or I could just retire with the belt.
Nope.
There, you're gonna John Cena?
I've thought about this. I have thought about retiring.
No, I
After
won't.
winning.
I'll be back. It does need to be redone, though.
Hey guys, does anybody want to shout out if you guys want to have some advertisement?
Oh, yeah.
He read my mind. I was going to do it. There you go.
Do it. Go for it.
No, you have the better script lingo.
Okay.
I just was thinking about it.
Hey, guys. Rayya and Tanner here.
Hi.
We have this beautiful platform for you that if you have a product or an idea or
You just wanna
something you want to
talk.
share,
Just come hang out with us, man.
we are now selling ad space.
That's right.
Email us at admin@pouringtakes and we will find the right package for you.
That's right. Go team. Good work, everybody.
Let's go.
All right. This has been Pouring Takes. Well, how do we find everybody? Brandon, how do we find you?
I'm on Instagram and Facebook, but that's about it.
What's
No
your
TikTok.
Instagram?
B Kerr, Kerr 2887.
Nice. Charlie?
I'm on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, and X is Charlie Van here.
Nice. With 2 N's.
With 2 N's, by the way.
Rayya?
Instagram, Rayya with 2 Y's, NAG. Rayya.nag. That's my handle.
There we go.
Do I have?
And I'm Tanner_5000 on Instagram. We're so glad to have this time with you. We'll see you next week.
Oh, pouring.takes.
Yeah.
Pouring.takes. See you around.
All right. Cheers. Well, what a vamping